Hey, hey everybody. So it's Ranger Eric again today for our Friday 15 at 2:15. We're going to meet you every Friday right here. So with something special, it's going to be me or any number of other people. And who knows, maybe we'll get you on live here at Seed for our Friday 15. So today I wanted to, I was inspired by that. I was inspired by our mourning doves. Our mourning doves are starting to call, and that was Lovey that you just heard though. She's a species from Africa, but we have our own species of dove here called mourning doves, and they have a different call. They go like that. Those birds are doing their little love calls, and that's another sign of spring that's happening. So I'm getting excited that spring is on its way here, and love is in the air, and even Lovey is in the air. Even Lovey is in the air. So here she is. So you guys, I don't know if you all know Lovey, but she is this dove that we rescued, and she and I have bonded well since rescue. And she loves for me to put my hand in front of her, and look at how she snuggles into my hand. Check that out. And she's just a real beauty. But she is an albino, so her legs are pink, her beak is pink, her eyes are red. Why are they red? I had one kid told me, he goes, because she's evil. I was like, no, she's not evil. Just because she has red eyes. I think your actions speak louder than the color of your eyes. But anyways, they're red because she doesn't even have color in her eyes. So like I have like hazel colored eyes, but if I was albino, you would be able to see the blood vessels right behind that color. So you would see like red and pink, just like you do on Lovey. How you doing, Lovey? Yeah, you just want to cuddle? You just want to snuggle? So she's just a little sweetheart, isn't she? And I told you I was inspired, by the doves. And so this morning I came in to check out Lovey. And she's sitting on an egg. Look, Lovey, that's your egg. She doesn't even care. She's like, whatever. And so yeah, she's got this cute little egg. Now, we all know this egg is never going to hatch because it takes a boy and a girl dove to make an egg hatch. And she's just a girl dove. So unfortunately, this egg was never fertilized. It's not going to go anywhere. And I have several other eggs that I wanted to share with you today. So I have a fun little egg collection here. So let's start off with, something that we're all familiar with. Go open your refrigerator. You'll see this in there. So this is a chicken egg. And I kind of use that as a reference point for us to get started on. And so what's bigger than a chicken egg? Well, let's look around here and see what I have. I have this egg, quite a bit bigger, and this is actually from a Canada goose. And I found this egg years ago. It was abandoned, never hatched. And so I did what's called, blowing it out or cleaning it out, and you just poke holes in your egg and force air through it, and it blows out all the contents of the egg, and then you rinse it, and it's clean and lasts forever and forever until someone accidentally drops it and breaks it. All right, so so I love the Canada goose eggs though. Beautiful, sizable egg, and pretty stout. But there is a bird species around here locally that has a much bigger egg. Look at that difference. And this egg has a slightly greenish hue to it. And the way I found this egg was this bird species nests right on the surface of the pond and just builds up its nest with reeds and other plant matter right around it. And so its nest is hovering just a few inches above the surface level of the water. And something had changed, and this pond flooded, and this egg floated away and obviously died. So I collected it and once again cleaned it out. And any guesses? Nobody's guessed as to what this might be? This is a swan egg. And bigger than this. Let's see here. For this bigger egg, I actually had to go to Australia. And here we go. This egg, again, quite a bit bigger. And this is one of the ratites. So there's a word for you, a ratite. A ratite is a bird that, while it has wings, it is flightless. So these birds have to run and no flying. And again, I went to Australia to see this one. This is the egg. I don't see any guesses yet. Oh, a great blue heron. Good guess. Yeah. This is the egg of an emu. I almost forgot. An egg of an emu. So it's impressive. And then to find an egg bigger than this, I had to go to Africa to find the largest egg in the world of any species. And that's should I say it? What's an African species that has the largest egg of any bird in the world? This is the world record holder for laying an egg. This is an ostrich, another one of the ratites. So obviously the ratites come in as having the largest eggs. They're not worried about weight so much because they are not flying around. So no worries. So yeah. So I guess we can head back down. We have one species of owl, or two species of owl actually, that are nesting this time of year, but one species that I've had the pleasure of seeing their eggs. Their eggs are more round and just slightly oval. So and that's the great horned owls. And their eggs actually should have hatched by now. They should have young chicks in their nest. This is actually not an actual egg. This is, believe it or not, a ping pong ball, but it's about the right size for representation for that. Now back to the chicken egg. The chicken egg, we do have some that are smaller. Thank you, Lovey. Appreciate it. We do have some eggs that are smaller. And here we go. And this is our lovely bobwhite quail egg. Lovey, you're stirring up dust in here. Who's in charge of dusting this room anyways? Oh wait, that's me. And Lovey, apparently. So our bobwhite quail eggs are right here, and what's cool, I love seeing how our bobwhite quail hatch, because it's really, to me, very interesting. they, well, first things first, when they're sitting in the egg like this, you see there's a big end and a small end, and they are, the way they're oriented is their feet are on the bigger end and their body, which has to fill up the bigger space, and then up here would be their, am I saying this right? Nope, it's the other way around, I'm sorry. Their feet are down here, their body and their head occupy this larger space up here. So when it's time for them to hatch, we all know about the egg tooth, right? This little projection on the edge of their beak. And they're so big inside of this tight little egg that really they can only jostle around just a little bit, but they can move their head just enough for that egg tooth to puncture out through the egg. And then they get a breath of real air, not diffuse air, not from that little air sac that's in there, but real atmospheric air. And now they, a new lease on life and energy. And so they really start going. And all they can do is kind of like turn around inside of their egg as they're pecking. And you get this look to the egg. Oh my goodness, I just broke it. All right, let's try this one. So check this out. Isn't this amazing? So they would just turn in that egg, and then this top piece just lifts open, almost like opening a tin can or something, a can of tuna fish or something. It pops open like that, and they can emerge then. They can wriggle out from that egg. Lovey's getting some good exercise right now. So back to quail egg, a little bit smaller. And I only have 2 eggs here. Okay. And so here you go. Smaller than a quail egg is a sparrow. This is a house sparrow egg. Unfortunately, the sparrows had to get evicted from a bluebird nest. And there was an egg in there, so I was able to clean that one out. And then smaller than a sparrow egg, you're looking at a hummingbird egg. And this is not a hummingbird egg, this is a tic-tac, but it would represent about the size. Actually, a hummingbird egg might be, well, it's about that size, if not a little smaller even. But just to give you a representation. So if you look at the smallest to the largest egg, then you're looking at a huge size. It's like planet Earth compared to the sun or something. It's just enormous. Look at how it can, it's just, I don't know. Birds are just so ultimately fascinating to me. How, birds in general have conquered the air, the sea, the land. It's just a remarkable group of birds. And nesting season is upon us. So once again, I'll be out birding. I hope to see you out there too. Looking for nests. Looking, see if we can find any eggs out there. And of course, our beautiful feathered friends, the birds. All right, thank you for joining me. I'll see you next Friday for Friday 15 at 2:15. Be well, y'all.